For many, the mere thought of public speaking is terrifying. As Jerry Seinfeld once said, people would much rather be in the casket than give the eulogy. Forensics, in short, is public speaking. Students here at Lakeland have the opportunity to overcome this fear by participating in forensics. Students participate in festivals where they compete against other students and themselves to better their public speaking skills. Students can participate in forensics festivals that have many different categories. These speaking categories challenge students in several ways. Students have the ability to make an argument on a topic or perform a piece of literature. The difference this year is that there is a new format for competitions. I wanted to know how our school's forensics team is coping with the new online format. I started with interviewing Miss Donner, who is the head advisor of the forensics team. She and I spoke about the new format of competition this year.
Well, forensics is a academic club that is public speaking, basically. And we have festivals more than competitions because you're really in competition with yourself. And so there's a wide variety of categories.
I next asked Ms. Donner the major differences between this year's festivals and years past. There are some significant major differences that have an effect on the students.
This year, because of COVID, the whole thing is virtual. So students have been videotaping their presentations, and we submit that to the tournament virtually, and then 3 different adjudicators watch the same presentation.
Despite these changes, Ms. Donner and the participating students are glad to have forensics at all this year. There's a lot of things that have been canceled completely. To find out the students' perspective directly, I interviewed 2 forensics students, Sophia and Sarah. Sarah has experience both in the traditional festival format and in the new format. The change of format has impacted students. However, both Sarah and Sophia mentioned there are benefits to virtual that make it simpler and easier, but ruining other important parts like the challenge of overcoming anxiety and the feeling of being on a team.
Well, this year I had a brand new category. This is my first year I'm doing Farrago, so I don't really know what it would have been like in normal years. But it was just different not having a crowd of people or an audience or a judge to perform in front of. But I think my performance was overall good.
Yeah, definitely. The audience impacts your ability to perform. I kept the same category as I did last year, and so it's actually less stressful because you're looking in front of a camera and not in front of a judge and then a bunch of students.
Well, virtual competitions, they're just so different. It's hard to even compare them. Because when you have a regular competition, you go on a bus with your whole team, which is like 4 or 5 of us, and we just have a good time together. But it's a lot more individual.
Most importantly, there is forensics this year at all, and most students seem to be happy with just that. After all, a lot of things have been compromised in recent times.